Grown boys and everything, and my dogs are fighting now. Stop it. So, see, I have kids. I still have kids in the house.
Hey everyone, it's Kara Dixon with Candid with Kara, and today we are joined with Jarome Bell from his house because there's a pandemic going on. So we are doing Candid with Kara a little differently. So Jarome, can you just tell me what you are running for and then tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, hey Kara, thanks for coming in my home, visiting the home. I am Jarome Bell, and I'm running for Congress of the 2nd District of Virginia. And a little about myself, I am a 27-year retired Navy Chief Petty Officer. So as you can see, the stuff behind me here, that's sort of like my Love Me military wall. Originally, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, so that's why I'm wearing this. I'm a big Cleveland Browns fan, and I'm married. I have 3 boys, 3 grown boys, and everything, and my dogs are fighting now. Stop it. So, see, I have kids. I still have kids in the house, so after retirement, I coach high school football pretty much. I'm a high school security officer in Chesapeake, and so I try to protect kids and teachers and the staff there, and like I say, and I mentor kids in the sport of football. That's like my passion.
And you said you're wearing the Cleveland jersey. I was going to say, I wouldn't know anyone who's not from Cleveland that will wear the Cleveland jersey. Why are you running? Like, what made you want to run? What was like the moment that you're like, I've got to run for office? Like, what was it?
I've only told a couple of people this, so I'm sharing it with you. Really, what made me run is that 2 o'clock one morning, I was awakened out of my sleep. You know how people say God speaks to you. Well, I felt that I was really spoken to because it woke me up out of a sleep and said, "Hey, you're gonna run for Congress." And so I just figured it was a dream. Rolled over, went back to sleep, tried to go back to sleep, couldn't do it. So it happened like 3 nights in a row. And I was like, okay, And I was like, well, I don't have any money. I don't have a team. I don't have any of this stuff, that's required to run for Congress. And I was told, don't worry about that. Just do it. And so I'm running. And as I've gone, I got my team, got the money. I have over 2,000 donors that have funded my campaign. And so it's going pretty good, and I'm on the ballot, and so I'll be there in June.
All right. Are you ready for the rapid fire questions?
Sure. Let's go.
Okay. All right. Okay. What is the biggest issue the country is facing? What is the biggest issue the country is facing?
Right now, we got 30 million Americans out of work. We have to put people back to work, and we have to open back up America. People losing jobs and losing sleep and everything. So I believe that's it. The people that's out of work.
Biggest issue Virginia is facing? Probably the same.
Probably the same. Yeah, probably the same thing. And I actually think that we're going to have a big explosion of voter fraud coming up. Because with absentee ballot stuff, there's always voter fraud with absentee ballots. So I'm predicting an explosion of voter fraud here in the elections for Virginia.
All right, so that's the biggest issue you think Virginia is going to be facing?
Yeah, that, of course, jobs here, with the corona, same thing, small businesses have to get back, open, people have to go back to work, so that'll still be the biggest thing. Schools have to get back open, of course, probably won't until September now, it's going to be a challenge getting the city and the people and the funding. We're losing revenue down at the beach, so, unemployment is a big thing here.
Great. Third question, if elected, what do you hope to get accomplished?
I want to bring more jobs back to the district, and we still have to, being a Navy guy, being a retired Navy guy, and seeing that the Navy was decimated, during the administration between 2008 and 2016, we have to roll back that, and we have to continue to rebuild our Navy because there's peace through strength, and this economy is really built around the naval presence here and the military presence. So we have to continue to rebuild our Navy and make it stronger than ever.
Right. And what can residents in Virginia do to make the Commonwealth a better place to live?
We just need, well, Black people, white people, and I say that, and of course Latinos. I think we really have to come together and really have to end the false paradigm of the left, right, the Democrat, Republican, because we're all people, we're all in this together. And people, I think, if once we, learn that, it's really like a us against them, type thing, come together and vote the best candidates. Let's really get away from the party thing, and vote in best candidates and do what's best for Virginia and Hampton Roads as a whole, as people collectively.
Right. And these are the easier questions. What is your favorite book?
I have two. It's one, I have the Life and Times of Frederick Douglass is really a great book for me because it gave me a sense of going back. And also I loved Of Mice and Men.
I haven't read that in forever. We read that freshman year.
Possibly? Yeah. Freshman year, way back, but it's always stuck in my mind,
Yeah. And I'm trying to remember if I actually read it or if I did like the skim through.
Oh, the skim. Yeah, the skim and the cliff notes for the test, right?
For those kids, but I'm a quick reader, so I just be like, oh, I know.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
That helped in high school. But yeah. Right. So if you could meet anyone in history, who would it be and why?
Frederick Douglass, because he was an astonishing figure, escaped slavery, and became an icon in American history. And he was a Republican as well. Like me, he was a Black Republican from slavery. Well, most Black people were Republicans and conservatives, right after slavery up until 1964-ish anyway. But I think I would love to meet him and just talk to him. It would be great.
All right. And the last question, when you were growing up, what did you want to be?
An F-14 fighter pilot. That was one of my dreams, to be a fighter pilot. I ended up flying on planes, and I did end up doing that, in my military career. But it was something about just going fast. And it was like that, everybody, that Top Gun stuff, with the movie with Tom Cruise and stuff. But yeah, I want to be an F-14 pilot. I mean, it's my military. I love me wall. I have some stuff. I have coins I bring up. These are like Navy, coins from different places. I have plenty of them. Here's my, let me see here. Story behind this one. This is the year I made chief. Okay, it was the 113th year in the of chief petty officer, the years of tradition. So I was class 113, and this was our front. There's a story that goes behind on them. You can see that it's like bowling pins. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it was a story behind that. The bowling pins with and they're holding pancakes. We left. We left our exercise, our training one morning, and went and had breakfast. And we had these bowling pins we used to carry around, right? We used to have to, our sailors is what they call them. So we left them in our place, and we went and had breakfast, and we got punished for that. So that was the coin we made. The bowling pins were there, and we went and had breakfast.
Were the pancakes worth it?
Oh, tremendous! Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was great. We had a good time. Come here, mate. This is Coco.
Hi,
Coco is a teacup Yorkie. These are my wife's dogs, but they love me. So this is Coco. So she's a teacup Yorkie. Thanks, Coco. Thanks for the kiss. Come here. And this, I know you want some time too. Come here. And this is Diamond. She's a West Highland Terrier. So
hello.
Say hi. Say hi.
No.
So
everywhere but the
they're gonna bother me for their walks now. We used to have to carry these here. I'll show you this. This here, we used to have to carry these with us. We used to have to march with these when I made chief petty officer. Mm-hmm. Right, it has commitment, and let me see, it had my name on it, and all of our. Let me see. How can I do this? Okay. Okay, so we had our chief rules on there. The chief is always the chief. And then we had our other rules up here. The chief is always right, type stuff. And so we used to have to carry these. So it was our honor, courage, and commitment. So we used to have to carry these and march with these. So we always carried these with us. Yeah. When we made chief. So.
Any hobbies you picked up, or like what?
Well, I'm a football coach, and so I'm always doing football stuff, and when I'm not out campaigning, I still have been, doing a lot of campaigning and stuff. I've read more books. This is one of the books that I'm reading now, Billions Lost. Is by Hillary Gam, and what this is this tells about the story about how the cheap foreign labor visa programs that we have, and bringing people in legally, like the H-1B visas, the OPT, how they're actually destroying America as far as the American worker. And because we have a lot of IT jobs that are given to H-1B visa holders and OPT students, and they replace our American worker. And I'm sure you heard stories about people having to replace their foreign counterpart before they, get relieved from their duty or, from their jobs. And that's what this book is about. It's a very good book, and like I say, it's about American tech crisis, ITs and stuff. Because a lot of kids that are in college for IT jobs, they can't find jobs once they get out of college, and especially the STEM programs, because those jobs are given to foreign students on the OPT visas, the F1 visas, and the H-1B visas, and then they bring their families over. You hear President Trump talk about the chain migration stuff. That's the H-4 EAD visa programs, to where the foreign workers that's over here on H-1B visas can bring their families, and then their families are allowed to go to school, work, own businesses, and stuff like that. So it's really become I don't really want to use the word scam, but corporations use that to their advantage, because those people don't have to pay the same income taxes that we do. And so the corporations don't have to pay those taxes on those workers, and they end up saving billions of dollars, but it's become a detriment to America. And one of my campaign promises and policies is a immigration moratorium on this type of immigration, because this is legal. This isn't illegal immigration. This is legal immigration that's a bigger detriment to the American worker and to America as a whole. And so that's one of the policies that I'm campaigning on, is an immigration moratorium for that. So reading that, and then I always do football stuff. I always do. I have a little whiteboard, got my little football plays up here, and so when I go, because I'm a offensive coordinator, so I'm always drawing up new plays for my guys and stuff, and so and I cook.
Why should people vote for you?
Well, I think people should vote for me because I understand that I'm a conservative, and there's attack on conservatives here in America as a whole, and there's a divide. And if you're a white conservative, you're considered a racist, white supremacist, white nationalist. If you're a black conservative, we're really considered somewhat in our community as traitors to our race. We have to understand, and that's why I say we're all in this together. We have to get rid of the linguistic programming and the stereotypes, and understand that conservatism is a value system. It's not a party, it's not Democrat, and it's not Republican. Conservatism is value system, and like I said, and historically, Black people are conservatives historically. Ever since slavery, ended, we've been conservatives, and so I think that I'm the best candidate here in the second district that can bridge that divide between white conservatives and black conservatives, or white people and black people, and unite us as one under a good president, under good policies, that will benefit the second district, of course, that I represent, but not only that, but Virginia as a whole, and America, since I'll be in Congress and writing laws and voting on laws that for all of America. And so I think that I'm the best candidate for that, to be able to bridge that divide.